What up? Your boy MC Shadow. It's an early one today, and the highlight like always. You know what I mean? Fucking. Before I start the video, make sure you guys subscribe, comment, like. You know what I mean? Share your opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to hear other people's ideas. You know what I mean? Cause, you know, I might realize like some flaws in my point of view. You know what I mean? Better it. You know. That's how it is. I'm not like the rest of these people that want their opinion to be right and fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's not how knowledge works. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But shout out to everybody that subscribe and supports the channel. Hey, muchas gracias. And I really mean that shit, homie. Like, when gente supports when they don't got to, like that's some solid shit. Now, let's talk about the internet. You know what I mean? Because people forgot what the internet is. Like I said, the internet is a blessing and a curse. You know, um, and like I said before, um, there's a saying that when you put too many different personalities in one room, it, it's not gonna be it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. And the internet's the perfect example of that. You grab a bunch of different personalities, throw them all in one spot, all kinds of pendejadas. Now, one of the main flaws that people do nowadays is they don't seek the truth. You know what I mean? They supposedly, want the truth and exposing the truth. That's not true. They're not exposing the truth and they're not seeking the truth. You know what I mean? Um, the internet is full of a lot of false information, false statement, fake videos, crop videos. Like where you get a video and like let's say somebody says that like, oh, the homie was sending a story that he wants to suck dick, and then they cut the beginning of the part off and then they just leave it with a suck dick. Like, oh, see, I told you that fool said he's down to suck dick. You know what I mean? Like, these fools edited that way. You know what I mean? Like there's a video that they posted of of Oprah, and it's like, and I seen the original one, and you can find it on YouTube, and it's like, that's not what the fuck she was talking about. They cut the beginning off, so that way it just sounded like she was talking about this. Like, people are fucking, they out of it. You know what I mean? They even did videos of like these ghost cars where they're crashing it, and then they found the real footage, and they just how they edit the other car out so it looks like it's hitting nothing. There's a fucking dancing airplane. Like, you'll be surprised what people could do with technology nowadays, And that's the problem. When people look at these articles or this information, like, check the source, check where it's coming from, Make sure that it's coming from a legit source and not these fucking whack ass fucking lame ass websites, that some fucking lame ass motherfucker in his half ass fucking basement eating hot Cheetos fucking concocted just because he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that that don't like when other people disagree with them. So, hey, and trust me, they'll go to the extreme to and if they know computers and everything and they're dedicated, oh my boy, they can make that shit look legit. You know what I mean? But that's the beautiful thing about lies, that you could only tell them for so long, homie. And then, bam, the truth comes out. You know what I mean? Like, Santa Claus ain't real. But, so now the whole thing, right? Because before it was, about the conspiracy theories, of Epstein's Island and all that. Then it was a fucking bombing, and then the hoorah setting up the rallies, and fucking, and now to the fucking pedophiliacs. You know what I mean? Like, fucking A, dog. It's like from one thing to another, and it's just nonsense after nonsense after nonsense. That shit's crazy. You know what I mean? But hey, it's a political race. You know, anything goes. It's a no holds bar match. You know, where these fools will cook it their way. You know, it's too bad that those who let themselves to be manipulated, are their pawns. You know, like these people try to connect everything. Everything has to be connected. You know, like oh, see the vandalizing. Like nah, everything's not connected. You know what I mean? Like especially when they were protesting, people were talking about like the fools they were vandalizing the church and everything. That had to do with the Black Lives Matter and everything like that. But no, it had to do with a certain group of idiots that seen the rallies and riots, happening. So um, they took advantage, like the perfect time for them to do their agenda. You know what I mean? Like shit. You know what I mean? Like this perfect distraction for them to go and do what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? So not everything's connected. Like you just need to see. Sometimes people overthink stuff. You know what I mean? But same thing with Epstein's Island. See, look, put it like this: Epstein's Island, right? So he was a sex trafficker, and this is all legit. They were trying to expose that shit for a while. People weren't listening. You know what I mean? So how do you get people to listen? You add all these fucking crazy ass fucking scenarios to the story, because then it gets people now to fucking like pay attention. Like, oh shit, you heard that right here? They be eating people, or right here, woo, you know what I mean? So it brings more awareness, and bam, homie gets busted, and sure enough, turned out to be true. You know what I mean? That's why they fabricated the way they fabricated. Hey, came with positive results, but what if it didn't? You know what I mean? But anyhow, um, there's in that sense. Then there's the opposite. There's in the sense where these fools feel the heat, man. That these fools are connecting the puzzle like oh hell no, these fools are connecting the puzzle like too good. You know what I mean? So they gotta throw these fools off. So they start pushing all these narratives of like lizard people and aliens and satanic fucking demonic spiritual beings and everything like that. And they start now the people were on the right course, and now they're misleading them, like like towards somewhere else. And so now when these fools are telling people, hey man, you gotta check this shit out, that right here they eat people, to other people they gonna sound crazy and be like, yeah, I think I'm not. You know what I mean? So it was a good way to fucking throw everybody off, because now they sound cuckoo. So ain't nobody gonna believe them now. You know what I mean? When they were, like right there, homie, like, para sabe. But that's how the internet works. They're just people that just like to piss off other people, like, you know, de- depending on how they view like political parties or racism or whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean? So um, they do this just pretty much to irritate them. You know what I mean? And for them to glorify like their fucking you know ego. Like, oh, see, I was right. I told you. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like conspiracy theories like these. All these events always happen. They were saying the same thing when fucking every other fucking president was in office. You know what I mean? Like, no, they didn't kill JFK. It was the zombies, the aliens, ghosts. Fuck, I think I heard it all. Everybody was a sniper up in that bitch. You know what I mean? Fucking same thing with the scandal where, um, like with all the scandals that that the 9/11, the fucking the Watergate and all and everything, man. It's always these fucking crazy ass shits, and then ends up being nothing. You know what I mean? Like little by little, everything keeps getting brushed to the side. Like now, everybody forgot about the breaks that the Hura was putting up, or that they were setting up the riots. And then now we moved on to the bombing. Now we moved on to this. People even forgot about the other shit. Like, dog, y'all didn't even solve that conspiracy theory. And we already moving on to the next one, the next one, the next. Like, what about that one? Like, okay, we just gonna forget it. All right, fuck it. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? That see, these fools know how to manipulate people that believe conspiracy theories, because people that believe in conspiracy theories don't do their homework. You know what I mean? Like their form of homework is like, how can I say, um they, as soon as they see a video or a fucking article, you know, like saying some shit, these fools are like, oh, hell yeah, see, I knew it, and bam, right away want to be fucking like, hey, look, here's the proof, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like that's not proof, dog. Like, come on now, homie. Like how you do it is, you know, you grab this article, see where the source is from, look into that source. You know, you want to always have like three other credible, sources. You know what I mean? A part of the one that you see. Compare those notes to what the opposition is saying, and and try to find the links between the two. You know, that way you at least get some answers, or at least that you're on the right trail. You know what I mean? But nah, cause you don't want to look at the opposition's fucking opinions, cause see, if you want the truth, you gotta look at the opposition's opinions. You gotta, like, even when you're fighting a kid, you gotta read all that shit. You know what I mean? But no, cause you don't like them, you're not willing to go and do that. Then you're not seeking the truth. You're only seeking to be right. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why you end up being wrong most of the time. Because you're so worried about for the outcome coming out in your favor. Like, I put in all the fucking gang of work, and to prove like these motherfuckers wrong. Like, they say the Republicans or Trump, because I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a fan of the Democrats either, or fuck Joe Biden too. But you know, Donald Trump gets more on my nerves because of his persona. But at the end of the day, when I compare the notes and everything like that, hey, if it doesn't come like that, then homie, then I can't keep like keep up saying what I was saying, or anything like that, because it wasn't true. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be like, nah, I know that this is right, and still try to fucking go and look for even the most wackest sources. You know what I mean? Like, try to use that just for I could be right. Nah, homie, I don't mind taking a nail. If I was wrong about that, Spencer, you know, didn't know that people can't be wrong in this world. But that's the problem nowadays in this world. Nobody ever wants to be wrong, I keep on saying that because it's the fucking truth. You know what I mean? But, Donald Trump has actually surprised me with some of the shit he's done. Like the billing that he passed on the pharmaceutical companies, and other, small details here and there that, you know, that's what I mean. He could do some good things, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's a bitch and a fucking lame, but he could do some good shit, homie. We gotta give him his respect, dog. You know what I mean? But nah, people don't want to. You know what I mean? Fuck it, that's their pedo. Like, I'm an adult, so and if you want to better yourself, I mean, you gotta know how to fucking boost down your fucking ego, dog. They call it pride, dog. That's your ego. You know what I mean? But people need to understand, and don't forget that the internet is full of a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So, like, that's another thing, man. That should be fucking. That should be stupid, dog. Cause these fucking sick predator, nasty ass, dirty, lame motherfuckers, the homies that have been busted, y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, there's been these disgusting ass motherfuckers for a long ass time, and we always handle it. We always push the agenda. But nobody believed us. Nobody cared. Oh, but now people are caring, huh? Now people are talking about, oh, let's fight for the justice and the trafficking and it. Oh, shut the fuck up. You trying to be a part of the fucking trend, homie. You know, like, oh, now you want to care? Oh, now? Oh, shit, dog. It's about time, dog. Kind of late to the party, homie, don't you think? What is that called? Jumping on the bandwagon? Yeah. I bet. You know what I mean? Like, dog, I hope when these people are pushing it that they're really pushing it because it's what they want to fucking do and not just because, well, it is the next one. Let's move to the next one. Yep. Now let's talk about this one. That way we could be like everybody else and be a part of the conversation. I need to get over yourselves, homies. Serio. But that's just my opinions. How I feel. Subscribe, comment. Let me know your opinions. Even if you want to say, fuck you, Shadow, homie, you're wrong, fool, and this is why. And then, shit, you might surprise me, homie. I might be like, damn, homie came with it, homie. That fool was right. Yeah, right here. I fucked up, dog. Spencer. But if there's nothing there, homie, then Spencer, homie, you lost. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. MC Shadow and I'm out.